Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys my favorites in the month of April, so if you guys are interested, do stick around. So I'm going to begin with skincare. There are two items that I was very fond of, and they're both rediscovered skincare products. One is from Japan. It's this facial mist or toner by Hadanomi. This is how it looks, and the collagen mist was always like a top rated one, I think, in their Cosme Awards, or they do have a Japanese beauty award. I just forget what it's called. And when I went to Japan the other year, I discovered that they had a new one. They came out with a new one, and this is the Aqua Placenta Mist, and it has hyaluronic acid, of course, but it also has placenta extract, 1000 milligrams, 3 kinds of hyaluronic acid, and acerola extract. And honestly, you guys, for the price, I know it looks very cutie kind of product, like it's not really gonna deliver because it looks like it's trying to be too cute, but it truly delivers, and you do get a lot for the price. The next product is a rediscovered go-to, and this is the Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation. This is how it looks. This is the smaller one. I have it in the trio, and I'm not so sure if I included this last month, but still it is a favorite this month in conjunction with Glow Facial Oil by C Beauty. One of the powders that I did mention this last time, and this is still a favorite of mine this month. It's the Kate Face Powder for Cover. Again, this is a Japanese product. This is Kate by Kanibo, and I feel like it truly is the best setting powder I've used ever, especially for the price point. It's absolutely amazing. Products are rediscovered again. These are the Dior Mono Shadows, and I have 3 of them. They've taken a back burner because, I don't know, sometimes just the way you organize your makeup, so I really like going through my makeup and arranging or reorganizing them, because sometimes you can kind of bury things somewhere, and that's exactly what happened with these. So this is how they look. They're the single shadows that can be used wet or dry, and so I have 3 of them. They come with the 2 sponges, which I've removed for the other 2. So the light one is Ribbon. It's a sheer light off-white pink. The one in the middle is a grayish purple, and it's called Velvet. And the one in the most right is Panama, or my most right. Here are the swatches. So I have Ribbon here. This is the wet one. This is the dry. Then I have Velvet. You have the dry and then the wet. And then this is Panama. So you have it in dry and the wet. So obviously the wet is just more opaque, and it just gives a more beautiful sheen. This is Ribbon. This is the wet Velvet. So that's how they look. So it's a wet to dry shadow. The next favorite that I have is, surprisingly, I'm not so sure, maybe because it's summer and extremely warm in Manila right now. This is a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I really felt like any of my other facial mists can do this job, or I can use one of my Urban Decay setting sprays or Scandinavia setting sprays, but honestly, it just, for some reason, I think because of the weather, it seemed like it was doing something for the first time that the others could not do or don't do, and I've really been quite happy with it. This is another rediscovery. This is the one foundation that I really loved this month, and I think really just confirms the fact that it does make my top 5, because even after trying so many other foundations in the past few months, and of course sticking with my Dior Skin Star, Dior Skin Forever, and some of my Japanese foundations, this still really impressed me, and that's a big thing. It's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. My shade is Y335, and I was previously 127. So I love it because it's what I have on right now. It looks amazing on HD camera, but even in regular life, it looks just as good I mean regular life, in real life, the few that can really do beautiful HD and beautiful real life, which is rare. I've also been enjoying the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I wouldn't say it was a favorite for the whole month. First of all, I didn't have it the whole month. I bought it like mid-month, but it's what I have on. If you guys can see my cheeks. So today I was using Sunburst, which is this one right here, the pale yellow and golden bronze, just to re-emphasize my cheeks. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the Glow Kit. So this is the pale yellow. This is Bubbly, which is like the next palest one. Dripping Gold. And this is Golden Bronze. It's not really a very dark one, so you can actually still use it as a highlight. I think I'm using Dipping Gold on my nose. And then this is Sunburst, which is what I used here anyway, but just with a very light fan brush, so this is probably going to be more pronounced now. But that's basically the palette. I am still my Advanced Night Repair eye cream was still my go-to eye cream for the month. This is, for some reason it's very hot in Manila, but I have loved using my Elie Sapp La Perfume, and it's very odd because it's very warm. Now for lips, my favorite combination is the one that I have on, and I think I've shared the lipstick last month. It's still the Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy lipstick in 110 Insatiable Ivory, but I want to show something to you guys which really disappointed me. The lipstick itself is broken inside the bullet, so I'm not sure what happened, but it can literally fall off because when I do apply it, it wiggles, and I think it's not lodged properly in on the contraption it has inside. If you can see, there's grooves in the lipstick. My combination with that's why I'm not going to swatch that, because I'm afraid it might break if I do. The combination, and this one I did mention, I probably mentioned another shade, Rebel, last month, but I unearthed, it's one of those products that I unearthed organizing my makeup. This is still the Marvelous Moxie by Bare Minerals, and this is in the shade Sparkling, which is like, I don't know, like a neutral beige orange. This is how it looks. It looks very opaque on my hand, but honestly on the lip it just looks like a beautiful, like it didn't really change much the color of the Estee Lauder lipstick, but just gave it so much dimension, so it doesn't look as opaque or overbearing as this. I'm just looking at the viewfinder, so hopefully. I like the applicator as well. It's a bit of a bended applicator. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it really sits, the flat side sits on the lip. Another rediscovery, and this one has been on one of my pouches hiding because I brought this with me to Vancouver. It's the Edward Best lip glosses. This one which I grabbed, this one is in Love Always. The texture and formula of this has got to be the best ever that I've ever tried. So the color that you get, and this is the one in the bullet. It's a bit more sheer, but you can see the luminosity. My favorite thing, and I think that's why for me this is the best lip gloss formula ever, is the fact that it's not too sheer where it just looks like any gloss, any color could have done that. It has a slight opaqueness in it, actually no, it really does have the color that you get, but it's not too opaque. But the formula and the finish is just gorgeous. It really looks like you just have very nourished, very very luxe lips. I don't know if luxe lips is a description, but it just looks very nourished. It looks very plumped without overdoing it. And more than that is the texture and the consistency, the way it sits on my lip. It doesn't move around. It's kind of similar to the Bare Minerals, but just 5 times better, and it doesn't get feathery. It doesn't react bad to any other product. It doesn't get too sticky where if anything flies in your face or your hair gets in your face for some reason, you're gonna get lip gloss all over your face. So it's just perfect. I think in terms of characteristics, if you're looking for characteristic for lip gloss. For night lip treatment, this was really a combination, which I don't know where it come from or how it happened, but I started doing it, and then once I started doing it, I never stopped doing it because it was amazing. So this is the combination, very weird, Japanese and French. It's a medicated lipstick XD Quick Relief for dry, chapped, cracked lips. And this is how it looks. It's very generic. The products are nothing great. They're actually like, you know, typical. I think everybody has these ingredients, except they don't say what essential oils they use, but they have menthol, camphor, petrolatum. So that's the way it looks. And I always have one or two with me. And of course, this is always something that I also repurchase. It's the Dior Lip Glow Balm. This is the original. I don't know, for some reason, at night, they both just work so great together. I start with a mentholated one, and then I go over with a Dior Lip Glow, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So for beauty, that is about it, I believe. I just want to show you guys or share with you guys this scarf that I found, and it was very reasonable. So that's how it looks. It's a very chic scarf, and it's quite large. So if I get cold, I literally just put this around my shoulder and it looks amazing. Or I've even used it in the car once, because from the sun sometimes, even if your car has tint, it can get quite hot. So I literally would cover myself with shades and just use it as a cover. And it looks strange, but it is so lightweight, this silk scarf, and it's been so useful. It's been amazing. I've been reading this book, which I think is really, really interesting. And it's funny because it's a lot of the things that I already know, and I didn't even know it was an Asian kind of thing. I really think that it just goes to show that skincare is really universal, because it's not, for me, the skincare philosophy shared in this book was not really just Korean. I think a lot of people have the same skincare practices and have about an equal amount of knowledge, but I think the manner or the manner of how they do their routine is just more distinct. This is the Little Book of Skincare, Korean Beauty Secrets for Healthy Glowing Skin. This is by Charlotte Cho of Soko Glam. I think it's a website that carries a lot of Korean beauty brands or products, and you know, I think it's written in such a way that will be very interesting to a lot of people. It's such a light read. It's very different from, let's say, Paula's Choice books. Content written in a very simple way that will make it less intimidating for a lot of people. So that is about it. That is my April favorites. Update you guys that I will be doing a first impressions of Pixi Beauty skincare. I came across Ofra Cosmetics in the Philippines, and I was very impressed. I didn't even think to bother to look here. I'll do a haul just to show and share with you guys the products that I purchased. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.